This short video will demonstrate how to populate the required fields to successfully undertake a takeoff for a garage conversion in the Aviator Lite estimating software. For demonstration purposes, the garage conversion will be based on these plans, and all the critical measures and specifications have been noted in the background for inputting the required values in certain sections. Firstly, fill out all relevant details on the details form, as it is these fields that populate the many reports that are produced at the end of the estimate. Special attention should be made to the start date, as this is required to compute the work schedule. Also, the job type should be selected from the drop-down box, as this dictates the payment schedule. A branch must also be selected to apply material costs for a more accurate materials total. Then, Start Estimate requires clicking to generate a new quote. Aviator Lite allows individual elements of any build process to be estimated as a standalone cost, but will produce reports that will merge all the different build processes together into one report if multiple jobs require pricing. A basic degree of building processes and procedures need to be understood to fully utilize the software, but once understood, the effectiveness of the program will become evident. Modules will need to be selected. This will provide a cost for materials, plant and labour, and a timeline for any particular job once the measures and quantities have been submitted. The order in which the user selects the modules are not imperative, but may help when working their way through the estimate if they can actually imagine undertaking the processes when doing the job. If the user regularly specializes in specific job types, then there are work sections that are pre-populated that group all the likely elements together. By using the multiple module method, the user can add or subtract modules to tender to their job types. For demonstration purposes, and to show how the module library is navigated, this estimate will be produced by selecting the individual modules and not the preset job types, as just outlined. Again, for demonstration purposes, we are going to try and work through the plans in an attempt to best demonstrate how it all links together. Before we start the actual estimate, it is important to note by selecting from the options at the top, your own trade-specific labour rates and profit markups can be adjusted to provide a more personalised and accurate estimate cost. Okay, let's begin the estimate. As you can see from the plans, the ground floor is being upgraded. To quantify this area of works, select the module, in this case joists, including flooring. When entering the length and the width of the room into the red boxes, the program works out what materials are required and how long it will take the appropriate trades to complete the work. This is all added together in the totals section at the bottom of the module. All the material products are set as a default, which is normally the most common construction method, but can be changed dependent on construction specification. For example, in this case, the new floor joists have been specified as 100 by 47, not 200 by 47 as default, and can be altered like so. Any items that are not required can be deselected, in this case the joists hangers. The plans state 600 centres with 90mm PIR insulation in between and 22mm moisture resistant floorboard. This can be altered as shown. There is now an estimated cost calculated for this new garage floor area for plant, material and labour. Hours are also attributed, so a work schedule can be produced at the end of the estimate. To help the user when understanding the software, every question mark offers an explanation with pictorial information relating to that specific area. For example, clicking the fixings, the restraint strap question mark highlights what they are. You can alter how many fixings and what type within the question mark section. This will automatically alter the quantities in the pricing sheet. As you can see, the default setting is showing 5 fixings per strap, giving a total of 22 nails. However, if this is changed to 10 fixings per strap, the program automatically alters the number to 43. Every question mark offers invaluable information like this and should be utilised, especially when initially getting to grips with the software. Insulation can be added as shown. Select Insulation module and enter metre squared, then add correct products. Plasterboard and skim can be added by selecting the appropriate module. The loft hatch can also be added as shown. The plans show forming a new opening with concrete lintels, door and casing to the dining room area. The majority of these works can be added in the following module. Simply enter the dimensions and quantities and select the required materials. This module allows for making good where the new aperture has been formed, as well as the lintels, casings, door and architrave. The existing garage walls require upgrading internally with stud, insulation, plasterboard and skim to one side. The existing internal garage wall, which abuts the property, requires dot and dab plasterboard and skim finish. Now it is part of a habitable room. A costing for a new opening and window is required in the existing garage wall as shown. This can be costed as shown and material selected to suit. The plans show the original garage door being removed and infilled with a tile-hung timber wall and a new window. Firstly, the timber frame module can be selected to add the timbers. Then, the tile-hung area can be added to this area. As we have already priced for the membrane on the timber frame element, we can remove it for the tile hanging to the associated area. Finally, another window needs to be costed and correct lintels added. Internally, the project requires new stud wall casings and doors, which all need to receive plasterboard and skim. Note that when casings are added, the number of plasterboard is reduced, but also allow additional modules for internal doors to be shown. Please note that the casing materials should be removed because we have already accounted for them in the earlier module, as it reduces the amount of plasterboard. All newly plastered walls will require skirting board. The Electrics legend allows us to accurately populate the first fix electrics module. When second fix electrics are selected, we'll automatically populate if required. If pipe runs and drops are known, first fix plumbing can be added, but these plans show no elements, so second fix plumbing can be assumed and added as guide price. Finally, all newly plastered works and new timber will require decorating, and this can be added in a decorating module using information already recorded.